All right. Boom. Let's turn it on. Well, if that's the case, let's see. We should be able to hear now. Something. Something. Let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Much better. So that'll be there, just to make sure we've got some form of sound. And then what are we looking like? I feel like we could use. I feel like we could use. I feel like we could use a little more filler light. Like we need a little light. Let's see. How's that? Does that give a little more? Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. That's better. Mucho bueno. Oh, all right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, shit, okay. Oh, bro, I'm about to, like, attempt that. For sure. That looks really dope, bro. I just saw that thing that he sent me. Slide knots made easy. Alright, alright. And we are prepared. Let's try it this way too. Let's see here. Copy. We'll go over here to Facebook, read fast, and there. Alright. But yeah, let's do it. Let's see. So I've got, let me finish this off real quick. I think that thing is ready. We're going to do some, we'll dab. We will dab. Also, well, come on now. There. Jesus. That is why it's in a tray. All right. Let's throw on the lid there because I won't necessarily need that. All right. And now, I think our banger is pretty much ready. And I think I've got a little, yeah, there's a dab on there. All right, let's do it, dude. I'm good to go. Here we go. All right. Cheers. Much better without the torch. Much better. Killed it. I might even be able to get like a reheat for that, but I'm gonna call it. Actually, here's what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's actually throw it in there. I'll throw it in just to get it going, like a little reheat, and then we'll just call it from there. Let's see. Oh, did I already get all of it out? Hold on. Oh, it came like right out, didn't it? I thought the last time I left like a little hit in there. All right, hold on, hold on, hold on. Get us a nice little dab out of there. All right, and then the whole universe is in a hot, dense state. Okay, dokie. Bro, I'm gonna tell you though, I have really come to like enjoy having the mini nail and having the cordless thing though. It really, at first, it took me a minute, but I think I've nailed it down to where I've pretty much gotten it to where I like it so much better than torch. And I like having the cordless, like it's like it suits my dabbing style really well. So for instance, we're just gonna grab it up, we're gonna drop it in. It's gonna do its thing over there for I would say like 60 seconds. and then we'll be ready. Give it just a moment. Just a moment. The night is the night. I'll fight till it's over. And so we put our hands up. Give it just a second. No, not yet. It ain't quite. It's not quite sizzling, sir. Not quite sizzling at all. Alright. That's the only thing, too, is I cannot play you guys' music, man. I was done with the OBS. It's like, until I get to a place, it's something that doesn't work correctly, just doesn't work in my book. And I felt like I spent so much time, like, working with that software that it just made it not worth it. Like, period. Oh, here we are. We are ready. Cheers. She still got another little heat up. I just think it's so much better than a torch. It's just so much better than hearing that torch go crazy. Just the whole nine. I just realized that like hit me all at once. Like, oh, I don't give it a sec. Yeah, I see it starting to make some vapor over there. Hold on. I just want to kill this one. Why is everything running out on me? Let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. Cheers. There it was. God bless, sir. God bless America. Perfect. Perfect. And whammo. We are clean. Let's see, it's 10:09. We can go in and check the Gruden. just to make sure nothing needs to be done from tonight. I was in there like crazy lately, bro. It's just because they're getting so close to the end of flower that everything is to the point where it's drinking. Bro, that got me. I swear, it's like it never feels because like I'm on camera, so it kind of feels like I'm home alone. I swear, I do like my best dabs by myself, just because I'm like, and I swear, sometimes they get me, dude. They be getting me. I tell people all the time they think I'm like faking or flexing. I'm like, bro, I don't be smoking like people think. Like I really, honestly try to cut down on just all day long, like wake and bake, smoke, smoke, smoke. You know what I mean? Like people think that because I post a lot of weed content. I mean, all weed content, but it's the thing is, like, anytime I am smoking, I try to be on camera or try to be using it towards content. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Like, even my mom and dad, they think like all I do is smoke weed, but that's because every time they turn on any kind of Facebook or social media, there I am like with weed, and it's like, but dude, I have to do that. Like you guys, like if you start up any company and you don't live, sleep, eat, and breathe it, like you're not gonna do well if you try to do any venture and you don't like marry it. You know what I mean? Like you have to like put in your 1000% to it, or you're not gonna make it because there's a million people behind you who will. Like there are people who right now will lose sleep and lose like they will give up almost anything for the dollar. Like I mean, you've got to be willing to work harder than any of them. I mean, and that's where I'm at. Like I mean, I don't have kids. Like my children are my plants. Like I do this and I put a lot of time towards it. But that's what kind of does suck too, though. When it's like other people think it's easy or that it comes without any effort. It's like, dude, anybody that has anything, I can tell you now, they've worked for it. Like I don't care. Like I see millionaires and I'm like, bro, okay, unless you just had your family pass away or just you were born into like luxury and you can just have $1 million handed to you and you if you had to work for it in any fashion, bro, I concede to you because I know how hard it is to earn something. Let's do this. Let me go up a little bit higher. And let me show you guys something. So we are actually gonna do this. How much battery percentage do I have? 29. Son of a biscuit. So I do need my power cord for a second. All right, so hold on. Here's what we'll do. Bada bing, bada boom. Power cord, power zoom. Oh, as I step on it. All right. So you guys, this was something I just wanted to show because I feel like a lot of people still don't even get. So this is just one more facet of why this is all so complicated. So let me show you. And actually, I'm a doofus. I should have left them down because you'll be able to see it easier. I didn't think about it till I did it. All right, so this is how I have to get my water. Because regular old sink water is not going to cut it. Because now here's the thing, you can give them regular old sink water. And I have seen it work. But what happens though, and this is exactly what level I'm at. All right, so let me grab so I can show you. So this is the level I'm at though. All right. Now I could just grab regular old sink water and give it to them. Okay. But now here is where I'm at, and here's what happens. I am on a level of organic gardening, and I feed them beneficial microbes, beneficial microbiology, and beneficial fungal biology, right? So I'm feeding fungal inoculants as well as I'm inoculating beneficial bacteria into the media. Okay, so now the reason I do that is because I don't necessarily feed the plants, I feed my soil's microbiome. Okay, I introduce food that the mycorrhizae, the mycology, and the beneficial bacteria of the pot that's in that microbiome, I feed food that they can break down. And what happens is the worms and the bugs and the fungus and the bacteria, all of that works in a symbiotic relationship to break down the food that I provided for them. But what's cool is see, that's how it is in nature, is when all of the decomposers break down fallen trees and leaves and break anything that falls onto, say, like the forest floor, the decomposers come in and start breaking it down. So the first thing that'll happen is all the bugs will come in, the insects, like any like creatures and woodland creatures and stuff that eat fallen and rot, anything that eats the roots, like all the little rabbits and anything comes in and they all eat on it and break on it down and they poop it out. And then that gets used. And then as that becomes broken down, then you have stuff that moves in like your beneficial bacteria and your fungi. Your fungal and your beneficial bacteria will come in and they will also, hold on one sec. Boom. But yeah, so your beneficial bacteria will come in and they will help to break everything down. And eventually, after all the little creatures have had their turn, the stuff that they've all pooped out is now beautifully, completely, wonderfully bioavailable to the plant. And the plant can then absorb the food up and use all their different waste products as food. But that's how come it's a symbiotic relationship, because the plant needs them and they need the plants, because as they die, they produce more food for them. And it's just a symbiotic relationship. Not to mention, I use mycorrhizae, which mycorrhizae is a whole different kind of mycorrhizal fungal inoculant. And mycorrhizae is really cool because mycorrhizae comes in different forms, endo and ecto mycorrhizae. And what it is it is a fungal inoculant that forms a relationship with the roots of the plant. And what it does is, if the plant is, say, low on nitrogen or low on like phosphorus or low on iron or anything, any of the micros, what is cool is that the mycorrhizae will actually go and seek that out for the plant in exchange for sugars. So it's actually such a cool relationship, because the tendrils of the mycorrhizae, if you've ever noticed like mushrooms, um, the tendril of fungus mushrooms or any kind of a fungi are actually quite capable of spreading very far. In fact, they have had, sorry, I was carrying all that in there, but they've had discoveries where they found like miles and miles of mycelium. But anyway, so what I was showing you guys though is this, ultimately, now that we got the water, this is my reverse osmosis filter and 2 storage tanks. So I do have it to where it is 3 different stage. It can filter out all hard particulate. It can filter out all chlorine, chloramines. I mean, it can filter out all the way down. I mean, it can literally leave. We have a 10 or less parts per million reading, and in fact, I've been reading 0. I have been told that as the filter gets a little older, it may like from 0 to 10. But I mean, come on now, hundreds. I would have been okay with 100. In fact, I'll tell you, out of the tap, we're looking at 380 something parts per million. And dude, garbage, like whoa, garbage, 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 garbage. But this is coming out beautifully clean using reverse osmosis, and yeah, it was expensive, but that's, now here's the thing. The reason I told you about all those things in the pot, if I didn't use the RO water, I could just use in a pinch sink water. Okay, but now here's what happens. Your sink water is going to have such high levels of chlorine, chloramine, and other such preservatives and potable chemicals to help keep the water safe to drink, i.e., I guess it's safe to drink with all those chemicals. But those levels of chlorine and chloramines will actually kill off all of my mycology and my beneficial bacteriums. So here's the thing. If I didn't use my clean purified waters, what would happen is I would be adding in all these expensive ass inoculants, all these fungal and beneficial bacterial inoculants, and they would all just be dying as soon as I watered because the chlorine would just be killing them. So it just depends on at what level do you want to do it. Like at what level do you want to have food bioavailable to your plants? Like at what level do you want to use nothing but organic inputs that are, going to be a little bit more pricey, but you're going to get a lot more beneficial results. Not to mention you're using sustainable methods. Like where most people are throwing away their cocoa, dude. I've been using the same cocoa now for a minute, 3 years, and I use nothing but Gaia Green. I bought a huge stash of Gaia Green. I'm open with my thing. You can look up Gaia Green. They are amazing. I feel like they truly set the standard. In fact, one of the reasons I like to use them is because I learned about them from Mr. Canuck off of YouTube, and he was one of the bigger influences in me learning how to like grow, how to press and do things. So yeah, I just think that he does it that way, and that's how I do it. And I find too, after I did more research, I see why he does it the way he did it, and that's because Gaia Green is the truly organic, like hands off, like easiest way of like feeding by hand. Because if you don't do it that way and you do go with the salts, you're constantly bottle watering and constantly like just water feed schedule with the plants. Whereas I'm able to feed like once every 3 weeks, and as long as I'm on top of things and time things well, I usually don't have a problem. And yeah, there we go. How we look? Let's see. Oh yeah, looking good. These girls are looking big too, dude. They're like, these are big girls. Like I don't think like these are some big girls. Like these plants are huge, dude. Like especially this one over here, dude. Like I'm excited. They're gonna look so good. So good. So good. So good. Alrighty. Man, they are looking nice though. Like, yeah, they're looking good. We are looking good. Yes, they're looking just like they're on track. Everything's good. I am a little under where I really would have liked to been. I did let them get a little hungry. I do admit when I do things, I got a little bit behind with them. But now it's just with the big girls, and then this one particular voodoo, which to be honest too though, voodoo number 2, this was the first run of voodoo number 2. So what had happened was I ran through everything else the last time, and I just did not have any room in the tent to finish out anymore. And so I have actually, hold on, it's the first time I'm running 3 and 2, because 3 was actually 12. 12 begat 3 by putting 1 and 2 together just because. And then this one's number 9. So yeah, so out of the only ones that I have run before, out of the voodoo set, is going to be number 9. And that is the one that I kept. That was the chunker. That was the big one. And if you notice too, let me see if I can't show you. Well, let's see, because it's funny. This girl, look at the, you can almost like see it. The one that I had the most voodoo of, That's why I kept this one, and she's the only one I've actually run before. And you can just tell too. Look at like the difference in health. Like, look at the size. Look, like hold on. Look at the size of the buds. And that's the one thing about this one is this one grows different, man. That number 9, she's just got that chunky like frosty factor, and she grows so like you see like just chunky, like almost polyploidy. Like she's not a polyploidy, but she looks almost like she's a polyploidy. Um, but like you see how she just grows like chunkers, bruh. Like this one's gonna finish out nice. But like over here, as you can see, she's just stressing. They're little. They're not like. See, this is what I mean when I tell people, okay. So see how these are like little. Well, let me see if I can get them. There we go. See this number 2. So I've got 2. It was number 12, but I figured it would be easier just to put 2 and 1 together and make 3. So it's 2, 3, and 9. So I've got 2, 3, and 9 in the voodoo. To be honest, I've only run number 9. This is the second time I've run 9. But what I'm already seeing is I hate number 2. She's gone. I've already literally killed out all the clones behind me. They're gone. But with number 3, she's showing promise. Okay, look, this is 3. Definitely showing promise. Like everyone that looks nice. Nope, that's number 9. Those are all 3. This is all 3. All the nice ones here. Those are all number 3. So what I'm thinking is definitely number 2's got to go. We're gonna like I already got rid of the clones on that. I kept 3 and I kept 9. And so what I'll do is after this harvest, because you can tell, see, 3 has got a lot more, and 9 has got a. You see how much chunkier 9 is? She's chonkers. And then like number 3 or 2 is just a wispy little bitch. Like she's got to go. She just isn't. She's just not cut for this dry. Like she just ain't. She just ain't cut for it. See how like these are like. See how like they're thriving, and then she's just like, yeah, and she's thin. She didn't even fill. She didn't even fill out her bra. Like she just, you know what I mean? So like, and they're all like you see. It wasn't like I did anything. Look, I mean, you see, she had the potential. She was wispier and just not as like, she just didn't, I don't know, she just does not react to this environment as well as the other 2. And so since she's struggling, it's just, that's what lets me know. She just, shoo. So that's why I tell to people too, like there is a process that I go through to eliminate and to pick out and wean out and only keep the fine ones, you know? I mean, these ones I've run them over. And now let me show you too, where I got. So look, all right, I did get, like I said, behind on the big girls. I did with the food, so they got a little hungry. Which I mean, the buds will keep growing. But what happened is, if you'll notice, okay, you see where I lost a good portion of my leaves on this one. All right. Whereas this one, she didn't get as bad. She didn't get as hit, but she did get a little hit. Like you can see the browns. See the browns underneath. So what it is when you get behind on feeding, the plant is going to pull the food from the existing leaves. All of the nitrogen that's available in the chlorophyll, it will actually absorb that back out to use for the new growth because it doesn't want to stop growing. So it will pull what it's grown to grow new. So, but now what happens is if you don't keep the food going, the plant will cannibalize itself, i.e. the fan leaves, in order to keep growing buds. But now what happens is this almost like system of diminishing returns where it'll start to absorb up all of its leaves. See where like a lot of these are like dead and shriveled? But now what happens is after it absorbs up a lot of its leaves, it loses its ability to absorb light and photosynthesize as much. So then it can't pull food again. So it kind of almost like haggards itself. In order to keep going along, it starts eating its leaves, but the more leaves that it eats, the less that it can pull, the less energy it can transfer, and the less food it can do, and the less it can eat. So it's like It's like a catch-22, which is why I tell people all the time, when you're growing organically and you can't just immediately put in, like instantly available food like with the salts, you have to time things perfectly. It's like a dance. It's like a dance with a bitch that's very finicky. And so with these, as you can tell, you can just see the difference. See how this one is less and it's already kind of purpled? We didn't want to see the purple yet. Now see how these, I caught it in time and they were just smaller pots, so I was able to get to it and get the food in it. All right, so like, yeah, they yellowed, but they didn't quite purple out on me. But now check this out though. These are running perfectly. Like, they are just running perfectly. Look at these. Look. So let's get our little cannibalized leaves, because I mean, again, some of them did cannibalize. Like, I don't flex. Like, I always keep it real. Some of them did get cannibalized. Because like I said, I was late on the food. But look, let's clean her up here a little. Just get those dead ones off here. Just get the dead ones. Just the dead ones. Alright. Now I'm going to have to eventually stabilize these because they are getting like floopy. They are. Alright, so now. So let me see if I can. Look at this girl already. Dude. And then look, hold on. Look at the frost. Dude. Yes. In fact, like, here's the thing. After learning, there's a little hairy hair. After learning this with these, because this is the thing. This is my first time trying to run a sea of green technique with these plants, because I've always scrogged to try to get the most weight that I can out of the tent. But now that I've actually got room, I'm considering running the next run and just doing, because I can flip so much faster when I do just the 1 gallon. Not only that, I can have so many more. They're easier to water and maintain because they're just smaller. I can fit multiple in trays. But I'm thinking, like, dude, if I can get a very similar yield, I just will see, the thing is too, with organics, you need pot size in order to be able to break down the food and actually like have a bigger microbiome. But I'm thinking, like, geez, I didn't think organics was as possible in 1 gallons. And like, this run is like what I did this test for. And this is really showing me that like they do react well, or at least my biscotti does. It reacts very, very well to 1 gals. I mean, these are just beautiful, beautiful buds. Like, this run is just really putting out. I mean, Jesus. Like, look, dude. Let me give you guys a little bit of a close up on these. Those are gonna be nice. I'm actually excited for those. All right, let's go through and do this too. Let's grab all the dead ones. All right, but look, let me show you guys what the let me give you a close up is what I'm getting at. Hold on. All righty. So this is what all the buds are looking like. So far. And I haven't even begun to start giving them the compost tea that I like to use to help them with the frost, because I give them a little extra nitrogen. I'm gonna kick up the nitrogen soon. Um, but yeah, like hopefully, and the way I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna use fish shit, literally. Like I'm not even kidding, fish poo. Fish poo, the little one that I have it down there in the carport. It's all organic, OMRI certified fish poop. And what I do is I like to introduce a little bit of I make a little compost tea using worm castings and fish poop. And then, oh yeah, hold on. Look, I'll show you these two. Hold on. But so that's the thing. Right now, I'm still working on bulking them out. I need more weight off them. I'm not ready to give up. Look at this one too, by the way. Look at that girl. That cola is gonna be nice. She's gonna be like fisticuffsies. Like, look, dude, that thing is every bit of. She's big. She's like good 6, 7 inches tall. Because look, she starts from those two nugs, and it's gonna go all the way up. It's gonna continue that whole thing, and that's the thing too. That's gonna be nice. And the thing is, I'm still trying to get some bulk to them. I still got to get some weight on these girls. So right now I'm all on I'm heavy on, instead of the N, I'm in the P and K right now. So I'm in phosphorus and potassium. Um, so I'm trying to give a lot more of the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and so I'm trying to not give as high of a nitrogen level right now, because if I give heavier potassium, phosphorus levels, they bulk. They're going to throw a lot more weight, and then as long as I give them a little bit longer to put that weight on, and then increase the nitrogen level slowly, that nitrogen level at the end will help them to build out that frost. But I'm afraid to build out the nitrogen in the frost yet, because if I do, they'll finish bulking. So if I introduce any nitrogen right now in too heavy of amounts, they'll stop bulking and they'll start to frost. And so I mean, while they are frosting, I want to keep bulking for a little bit longer, especially because I got behind. And so I'm gonna be probably a little bit longer on these than I anticipated, but I'd rather give them the time they need, bulk them on out, and have them look beautifully finished than I would to rush them and try to finish them up by some date or some time specifically. Because you can tell too, like, okay, look here, see how the top is finishing, but they're still real small. Like, these have not even began to really put on weight. So that's why I'm thinking like they need a little more time, a few more weeks, and then that way after, like, I'd say another like 2 more weeks of bulk, and then I can begin to frost them out and flush them and make sure, like, because that's the thing, like once I add in that last bit of what I'll do is I'll make up a compost tea, because I already fed them. So now they've got all the NPK that I'm gonna really give them, like organically fed in the food dry amendment. All right, so that's gonna has slowly started to break down, and it's gonna feed them as they're going along. But what's happening now too is that food's starting to really kick in heavy, so they should start to get that level they're needing and start to finish out bulking within the next like 2 weeks. So what I'll do though is right in within the, like I say, like a week or so from now, I'll hit them with a compost tea heavy in nitrogen on the fish poo. And so what that'll do is that'll cause them to sort of shift gears just a little bit to go into, okay, we're done fattening it up. Let's start to frost up. They'll start to produce trichomes heavy. And then after that, basically all I'll do after I give them the fish poo will just be water. Because at that point, what we'll do is they'll be frosting it up with what's in the pot. But it's like I'll put in the compost tea and everything will be in there. All right. And then each time I water after that will essentially just be starting to push them towards the flush, because that'll just be pure water. In fact, I've only got another, I'd say, 2 more weeks with the cow mag. After like another 2 more weeks, I don't even think they need cow mag anymore. Like, I'll probably move from cow mag to just giving them Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate. So yeah, I'll go from giving them calcium and magnesium sulfate together to just giving them magnesium. And then after that, for maybe a week, I'll go to just pure water for the flush. And the flush will really just be for my own benefit. I've done research, and people swear up and down that you can feed them organically, because the thing is, the plant is only going to take up from the soil until it senesces, and then it's going to start to fade and die. All right, but I like to know that these plants are just, for me, it's more this. I think that at the end, if you flush them, right, here's what happens, right? This is what I think. Okay, this is where I'm at with it. If you flush the roots, what I like to do is water heavy, because I feel like if you water heavy where you're ready for a, say, like flush period, if you water heavy, and I mean, I try to water like, even if they don't need it, I'll water every day, like at least like a gallon, right? And I'll water until I see at least a little bit of some runoff, because you should still be wet from the day before. But the reason I'm doing it is essentially what I want to do is almost rot the root hairs off at this point, because what I want to do is the plant, I want to almost waterlog it to where it stops taking up anything from the pot. And what will happen is it'll go right through that same phase, like I told you before, where it'll start to literally finish off eating up everything, even to the point where it'll start to cannibalize itself. And what will happen is it'll cannibalize a lot of those chlorophyll pigments in the actual little budlet leaves. And so essentially, I have almost figured out my way to, like, now don't tell everybody this is a Hank Stank channel, but I sort of almost start the cure on the plant at the end, where everyone else is like watering it and they just say they flush and stuff. And it's like, okay, I get it. And people say there's no point to the flush and stuff, but it's like, okay, I went above all that. Like, what I try to do is, and now I'm not saying like waterlog this thing so much there's water running out the floor and the damn thing's molding and you've got fungus gnats. Like, no. But what I'm saying is like there is a point where if you hit it with water and hit it with water, the plant will shut down and stop uptaking water. It literally just will. It's because what happens is there's little tiny hairs on the root tips, and those hairs, each time it dries back, those hairs prickle up and cause the roots to search out water. All right. And so what it is if you water too much back to back to back, those little hairs get so wet they almost just like shed them and water off. And then when they shed them, they won't absorb any more water until they grow new hairs. Okay, so that's where I try to get them to, because as soon as you shed those and they won't absorb any more water, then without the absorption, there is no more way for it to take up any more food out of the pots. All right, so the second that you get it to stop uptaking food, it starts moving into cannibalization. Because it's in the end of its life, it's in the senescent stage. So it's already going through that purge anyway. So the second that you bring it unable to take up anything from the pot, it goes into freak out mode. And I've noticed, like, in a weird way, it's a twofold thing. It will start to absorb all the nutrients from the leaves, as well as, see how they kind of shrivel up and die? It's less for you to trim. So wham bam, thank you, man. Hank Tank tip right there. All right, but yeah, no, you guys, everything's looking good in here though. Like, we've got our thing full now. Let's see where we at. We are, bro. Our tempies are perfectness. So we are at 24% humidity, and we're running somewhere between 20 and 31. But we just hit 25, and we are running at 70 to 79 degrees. So we are literally within a 10-degree range. I mean, we are killing it in here. And you can just see that they are happy with it. Like, they are loving it. Loving it. But yeah, let's see how these girls are doing too. Let's make sure everybody is doing mighty good. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're looking phenomenal. We're looking phenomenal. Phenomenal. We really are. We are looking phenomenal in here, you guys. Like, the next generation. Oh man, look at that. That's a happy leaves. Those are happy leaves. This is a happy dad right here. I'm gonna tell you what. Like, I have worked hard to see that right there. That's good right there. That's some good shit. Like, look at that. Dude, it's just prayer hands. It's like we're going to church. Take me to church. I'm fucked like a dog and darker tonight. Dude, it just looks so good. Like, look at that. That takes work. I don't give a darn, dude. Like, you guys, it took me so long to get to a place to make them look like that. Like, look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Look. And they're just prayer hands and everybody prayer hands and oh man, and look at that even canopy. Ooh, look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, that is like this is a long time coming to open a tent and be able to see it look like the shit that I used to see on YouTube myself. Like it took me a long time to get here to be able to just look in and be like, okay, I know what's up with you. You're a little bit nitrogen heavy. All right, you're looking this good. Something's definitely going on with you. You're monster cropped in the back. Like it's just like it feels so good now to be there. Like, but dude, that's what I tell people all the time though. Like it didn't happen overnight, and then nothing happens overnight. Like you've got to work for everything. But you know what though? It's so darn sweet of a victory when you get it, baby. Like I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, that is something I'm proud of right there. That took me a minute to get there to look that good. Like that right there is literally ready to flip. Like I could flip that right there and have a whole nother harvest going, and which I will, but just not yet. I want them to get a little bigger, a little bigger, a little better, because we got the technology. We can make them stronger, faster, better, smarter. Well, I don't know about smarter. I'm pretty damn dumb. So that one we may miss, but other than that, we'll kill it. The next step with these girls, all right, so as much as I like the voodoo, and we're gonna probably like, I might do this since they're at the size they are. I might bring everybody out and pop, because I think the thing is though, I have some seeds that I really want to try. Like I just want to see, but it's like at the same time I know I need something for a next harvest. So and these are already ready. So I'm like, all right. So what we may do is run like a little hasky where we'll take a bunch of clones and run the clones with the seeds. Um, so we'll see. But I know that this would literally be ready in the tent. If the tent was gonna do it, this would be ready. Like oh my goodness, ready. But they need to get a little bigger because we're not going to do it in the tent. They're coming into the room. But I will say I'm pretty proud of that right there. It took me a long time to get those to be able to do that right there. And we've got the room nailed, dude. We're dialed in here. By the way, let me just tell you guys. Let me just tell you something. All right. Now, everyone's going to tell you, if you go to get into growing cannabis, that genetics, and they are not wrong. Okay? Your genetics matter so much. But here's one that I feel like people slide on a little. And they tell you, oh, it don't matter as much. They say, oh, it don't matter. But I'm going to tell you something. I used to not dial it in. And then I would wonder why my results were not quite what I would see. And then I would see others whose results were just fire. And I was like, yo, what are you doing differently, basically? And so I would struggle all over their stuff and watch everything and absorb and obsess, like, over every little thing that they would post. And eventually I would just see it. It would come down to, I'd be like, yo, like, okay, I get they're using really good genetics, but, like, they're not doing anything necessarily special. All right, they had the good genetics, but like it wasn't about the genetics so much. It was like the way their plants looked. Like their plants looked better than mine, and it wasn't even the buds. It was the plants, the growth. And then I figured it out. I did not dial my environment in the way that I thought I should. Like I didn't. I wouldn't run humidifiers the way I should. I wouldn't do things because I would hear other really awesome growers say like, don't worry about humidity. Don't worry about these things. And it's because they want you to struggle. They want your stuff to be a struggle, because if you struggle, you're going to come back to their page over and over and over and over looking to find results. And guess what you're giving them? Views. So what I found was, okay, not that they're not good growers, but they do little things to get you to come back to their page, obviously, because that's how they make a living. So what I found was, all right, so here's what I need to do. I need to look at what they're doing, not what they're saying so much. And one thing I noticed different, even though they had these expensive genetics, was they had the dialed in environment. And they would say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the humidity. Don't worry about these things. But yet they would have a humidifier going and they would have it all right there. And I'm like, well, so you're going to say one thing and do another. So I got to where I started listening to some really good ones who would tell me the truth. And dude, okay, so this is the 3 breakdowns. All right. These are the 3 breakdowns of gardening. Number 1, actually, this is the Hank Stank. This is the H-A-N-K of gardening. All right, you ready? All right. So step 1, the H. Your genetics, number 1. All right, and I hate to be that. I hate to reiterate, but now here's why. It's because if you're going to learn how to grow and you're going to spend all this time on growing something out for months and months and months and months, the genetics are the one thing you really can't control, other than when you initially buy your seeds. You know what I mean? Like, the genetics are the one thing that once you buy it, it's done. Like, it's not like you can overwater the genetics, or you know what I mean? Like, the genetics is just something you buy it and that's the genetics. So what I do advise is, if you go to do this and get into it seriously, first off, a lot of companies are going to give you freebies. Like, if say you buy 5 packs of seeds and spend a certain amount, you're going to get 3, you know what I mean? They're going to include freebies. What I suggest doing, if you're an absolute beginner, when you learn to germinate seeds, use your freebies. Don't use the ones you picked out and paid for. Even though as soon as you get your seeds, the first thing you're going to want to do is pop your new autoflower, granddaddy purple, Humboldt seeds, lemongrass, kush. You're going to want to pop it, right? But don't do that, because the first thing you need to do is learn to germinate seeds. And the thing is, if you don't take some time and pop a few seeds first and learn how to get those seeds going and started in a plant, you're going to kill, I would say, probably, let me just be real with you. You're going to kill your first, if you've never done it before, you're going to kill your first 100 seeds. Just to be real with you, probably about 100 of them. Well, I guess I planted a lot. Maybe if you do it slowly in 1 or 2 plants at a time, you might get through 10 or 15 of them. But you're going to kill a few plants, or at least you're going to grow them out, and you're not going to get them to look very good, okay, if you've never grown anything before. Now, if you are a gardener, you might do better, okay? So you might have a better result. So, but again, genetics, number 1, that's the H of it, right? And I would say that's the one thing you really can't control once you've controlled it, if that makes sense, all right? Like, you buy it, you're done. That's all you can do with the genetics. Now, with the next thing, that'd be the genetics. Now, and I do have a list of really good genetics, and this isn't a sell my shit kind of thing. This is if you want to know some people to go to, because I don't have any breeded seeds out on the thing. I'm not doing that yet. But I do know some people that I would suggest you to go to, some really quality breeders. So yeah, but yeah, so the H is genetics. Now, the A. The number 2, the big one that everybody misses, and I don't give a darn what they say, okay? I think it's by far better than the number. I think it's bigger than this one. I think dialed in environment is number 2. I really do. I think your humidity levels, your heat and temperature levels, your how much water level they're getting, I think all that is definitely number 2. I think number 3 is your light. You need enough power, obviously, but honestly, I would say I'd rather see somebody who's new as a new gardener. I would rather see you with a less powerful light than way too powerful of a light, because a way too powerful of a light, you're gonna just burn them up. Um, Most definitely gonna just burn them up. So now that's why I tell people all the time, like, light is number 3 to environment. All right, so light is number N. Light is the N of the Hanks Dank advisory, okay? Light is your number 3. Number 2 is your environment. You do need to dial it in, and there are different parameters, and VPD is a thing. Vapopression deficit is a freaking thing, and following it and trying to skirt it as best you can will optimize the ability for the plant to pull up food and moisture from the pot. Now, it's also controlling how much the plant is going to lose water through the stomata on the leaves. So yeah, you're gonna it's the way that the plant is actually pulling through pressure, using the osmotic pressure to actually pull the water through the roots and up through the plant, so that it actually pulls those nutrients that it needs. But anyway, so yeah, so I would say the H is definitely going to be your genetics. The A is going to be your environment. The N is going to be your light. And the next and last thing, and this is something I feel like a lot of people don't include, this is my number 4, the K is your water. I don't care what anyone says, city tap water out here, and this is the thing. I did not realize it was such a thing until I started using it. And then I realized, like, holy crap, because I'm from Georgia and we use well water most of the time and never had to use like a city like water that was as bad as this. And it's very bad. So like, yeah, I after that now realize how important water can be, because for a solid 2 years I trucked water all the way here from Fries. I literally used to have to go and get big blue buckets, and 5 gallons at a time. I would drive over to Fries to the grocery store and use those big RO machines out front and fill up the buckets. And the reason I had to do that is because when I first moved here, I didn't know how bad the water was, and I popped a bunch of very expensive seeds and lost a bunch of them, and probably lost like some keepers through that, just because I did not know how bad water could be, and the water killed the crap out of all my seeds. So now then after that I started going to Fries and using the RO water, and now I have my own RO machine. So it's like water is very important. People don't think it is, but it's like, I don't care what you are or what you say. If you have bad water, you'll realize how important water becomes. If you have water that's high in chemicals, you'll realize how important water becomes. People can say, oh, I use it, whatever, whatever. But dude, if you grow organically and you're pumping in real nutrients and real freaking amendments and real inoculants, you don't want to be killing them and poisoning them off with chlorine. I don't care. Like, that's just not how, we're not doing it like that. You know what I mean? Like, now if I was growing using salt nutrients and all we were going to do is feed the plant with immediately bioavailable food that had nothing to do with natural processes using fungi or beneficial bacteria, then I wouldn't give a crap. I would just pour it in too. You know what I mean? Because they would just drink it up. The chemicals would just blend in with the other chemicals, and we'd be feeding them bullshit anyway. So, like, yeah, that's not what I'm doing. That's not how I'm going with these girls. These girls eat better than most of y'all probably. If like, like these girls eating expensive. I'm telling you what, these girls is sitting on Wagyu. Like, these girls is be chomping. Like, they eating. Like, that's one thing though. I'm not. That's, see, another thing too though. I'm not using PGRs. I'm not trying to push using some bloom booster shit so that everything's like super bigger than it should be and like all odd and weird and like foxtailed to death. Like, dude, no, 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 no. Notice how all my stuff has a nice shape to it. And even this stuff is almost like a polyploidy. It's so fat and wide. Like, all my nugs are going to come out, but they're not going to be PGR'd. They're not going to be golf balls. They are going to be real nugs. Like, nothing here is going to be foxtailed. Nothing will be overlighted. Nothing should be over or underwatered. It was a little underfed, but I mean, other than that, though, like I do it as natural and as I ride the line of boosting as naturally boosting as I can without using synthetics. So it's like I could probably have better results, heavier yields, and more frost if I went synthetics, but at what cost? What terpenes? So the thing is like, even when you're growing using all those synthetic things, at what cost? People don't even realize, like, okay, if you're feeding yourself shit, right? You are walking around eating McDonald's every day. You'll feel it on your body. Like, yeah, it's food. I'm not hungry. There's energy there. And yeah, I'm going to be able to move through the day on that food. But the difference is now look at somebody who's like a bodybuilder, who's like eating healthy. Not one, I'm not saying one of those dudes that's pumping roids, y'all. I'm saying there that'd be the synthetic way. I'm talking about somebody who's eating like healthy, going to the gym, working out. Dude, homie's like on those rings doing like flippity flips, you know what I mean? He's jacked, but he's not like, oh my god, Royd's jacked. Like that dude. That dude organic, eats eggs and healthy this and like only drinks like water. That's how my plants are. Like I don't necessarily do that myself, but I feed them that way. And I try to like keep my lungs that way. And so for me, I just think that as purely nature and natural and non-chemical as I can go is the way I want to be. And now I'm trying to ride that line though of boosting these babies with natural means though, like using the fish poop, using back or not back guano, but worm castings. Somebody was asking me about back guano earlier. I don't really like back guano. It is a natural amendment, inoculant, whatever you want to say, additive. But back guano is sourced so crappily, and it's destroying caves, killing habitats. Like they just demolish natural cave systems to get all the poop out. It's just, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the back guano. I think there's other ways of sourcing nitrogen. I literally would rather use like chicken poop on natural chickens, or like even rabbit poop or something. But just like I can't stand back guano. I hear people say that all the time, back guano, back guano. But like for me, I don't like back guano just because of the way that they have to get to the back guano. It's no bueno. It's not the back guano. It's just Oh hey baby, are you up? Okay, hold on. All right. Well, you guys, I think that may have been my cue. Hold on, I'm coming, baby. All right. But yeah, thank you guys again. Hold on, let me hop out of here and I'll do my sign off. Hold on, because I was just piddling in here. Let me grab this. We'll throw this away and I'll say goodbye. It's getting late and I want to go spend some time with the wife. All right, hold on one sec. Let me throw this away. Here, baby, hold on one sec. I'm going to come out here and sign off, and then that way I can spend some time with you. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, well, hold on. Let me give you a kisses, and then I can stay on and say hey for them. I'll smoke another bong hit or something. All right, hold on. Well, let me give you a kiss. Did you fall asleep? Oh, my baby's so sweet. Oh. It's okay. What are we doing tomorrow?
Remember, I'm gonna go hang out with Josie for lunch.
I know, but then
and then I'll be home.
I know, but then.
You said you're hanging out with Allison.
Oh, I don't know. I think she's, yeah. I don't know, but anyway, but we'll hang out after that, all right? Okay. Mwah. I love you. Oh my God, Nova's like, all right, get over. I'm ready to cuddle. She's like, yeah, Mama, lay down. I'm ready. Oh, hey, what is our air on up here? Let's see. Okay, I'm not touching it. You like the 73? Mama likes it. Okay. Mama likes the 73. Yes, she does. Oh, hey, wait. Did you get any of the bull peanuts yet?
Oh, no, yeah. We're just turned off.
Oh, I'm totally getting some bull peanuts. I'm excited. We're going to get some bull peanuts. All right. I'm sorry, you guys, and I'm back. I know I just totally realized I left you like staring at like nothing. Oh, wait. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. It wasn't so bad. All right, hold on. Let's see. Everything's good. We're good. Let's grab our charger here. And then, okay. Yes. All right. And we are good. Wait. Oh, it just looked weird in the background. What is it, little pre-bear? What is it? What is it? Mama didn't let you in? No. And you're tired, you're ready for bed? Mama don't let you in the room? All right, come on. I'll let you in. Go good night, nights. All right. Good night, you guys. Oh man. Oh, God bless my life. All right. It's so funny. I'm just like, I guess it's maybe I just like appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm here. Truly. But I do appreciate every day of it. I dang sure do, because I've had way worse days than this. These days are beautiful. Even when we have struggle days now, I'm starting to learn to like appreciate the days that, because now my struggle days are never as bad as they were. Like they're getting better and better and easier to deal with every day. Like, and we have the ability to do it and the technology to do it and the technology to reach out and accomplish things like never before from our own fingertips. Like it's amazing. Like I love it. Like I absolutely love it. All right. Oh man, and the new chair, dude. You guys, look at this. Hold on. So let's just give a new little like shout out to the chair. Look at this thing. All right. So total like oh like man, and then look at this thing. Hold on. Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. And then hold on. Wait. You think like, oh, he can't see us. I can't see you. Up, 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 up. Now I can. Heck yeah, dude. I was like, I will totally take that thing, bro. Like, I got like, yeah, that thing is nice. Like, for free scums, yes. And it's nice, like it's clean. Like, gotta love life sometimes, man. You gotta just go with the flow. Like, hold on. Uh, oh, oh, oh. All right, okay. Cool, we're there. But yeah, nice, huh? That thing is dope, dude. For free, dude, I was pretty stoked about it. Like, I was pretty stoked about it. Because now it just completes the circ. Like, we've got the straight up circ in here, dude. Like, that you look at that. Look at that. That is a chill room. That's a place you want to just smoke some herb. Like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna fall asleep in that damn thing. I got comfy with my eyes closed over there. All right. Got to be more careful. Got to be. Aw, and then you see that dumb stuff I did right there? I got totally. Well, I guess that means we're going to be dabbing then. 'Cause I totally forgot to put the hammer in there. And I like to let it heat, and it's like it's been running the whole time with no hammer in there. Or ball vape, I mean. The hammer. It's the wrong name. Alright, so let's see. Actually, we will probably just go back to doing another dab ski. Because I'm pretty sure I cleaned it pretty good before. Oh, you know what I just thought about? There we go. Yeah, there. Let that warm. All right, all right. Wow, we way back there. How we sounding? We still sounding somewhat standard. Whew. Oh, that angle sucks. I gotta figure that out. All right, hold on. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, that sucks. Hold on. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, that sucks. It's too like Hawkeye. Like it needs to be more like. It's too like Hawkeye. Like it needs to be more like. But I feel like, is that even show you guys, like, can you see what I'm doing? But I feel like, is that even show you guys, like, yeah. I need a cameraman. I need a cameraman. I really do. Alright. I truly, truly do. Oh, it's 11:10. Alright. We're gonna do a dab and then we're definitely getting off. I'm ready to, like, freaking. Also, we've got boiled peanuts. Oh, we're gonna go down there and look at them boiled peanuts. No, we're not, because my kitchen's filthy. Never mind. But we have some boiled peanuts going on down there, and oh my god, I'm excited. They're so good, and it reminds me of home. I mean, not that I don't love here. I mean, but I'm just saying it reminds me of home. Like, it reminds me of growing up. Like, boiled peanuts are a staple, and like, I've only had them like just a couple times since leaving home now, since Janice has been cooking them. And that is one thing I do like, is my bull peanuts. It's the southern thing. Oh, Jesus. Yo. Oh. Yo, they've got a listing this again, looking for around 3K, willing to negotiate. I will ship anywhere in the US, pretty much perfect condition, cleaned after every use. Bro, it's a sovereignty. What? Hold on. What color is that? But it's like it's a G line, but it's like the best looking G line. I like that. God bless it. Okay. Oh, and that's amber purple. I'm pretty sure or it might be double amber purple. Oh my God. And it's a G line it's a 12 arm to G line. Or wait, or is it an 8 arm? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 arm. Dude, and I think it's double amber purple because of the way that no, I don't know. That looks like, I don't know, but oh my God, I like it so much. Hold on. Jesus. What is the color? Give us more. Let me see. Like, give us more. What is it about? Like, I want to see if I can show you guys this in a second here. Hold on. Perfect condition, cleaned after every use. GM for more pics, info, and inquiries. What is everybody saying in the comments? Like, why would you not give the color away? Like, I hate when they don't give the color away. Bump for a sick tube and legit seller. What is the colorway? What is the colorway? Is it amber or double amber perp? And then let me show you guys what I'm looking at. All right. So let me get a bigger picture pulled up on it. Oh, it's just dope. Look. Ow, I just got shocked like hell. All right, look. Dude. Look at this, you guys. Look at this thing. Well, here. Oh. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at it. And then look at the lips. Look at those lips. Oh, she's dirty. She got dirty little lips on her. Look at it. I don't even know if that's amber or double amber, but it's dope. Like, look at it. Look at it. Oh, if I could afford that. Dude, I'm telling you. Like, look at that orange at the bottom, too. Like, ooh. But you know what, though? I say one thing, though. This is another thing, though. I will say. And now I like sovereignty glass a lot. I do. I mean, I don't even own one. I own pieces that are like the little brothers of sovereignties. And now the thing is, though, I just feel like at the end of the day, though, for a proto piece in color, I just don't see. I mean, I get they have really high quality control and whatever. Like, I get it. Like, the Steven whatever slides or whatever from, like, I get it. Like, he's super whatever. But like, dude, I don't get their pricing though. Like, for instance, they want 3K for that bong. All right, mine that I have from Kanekito is literally like $300. So make that make sense where mine's, I get there's like, I get 1,000 maybe, you know, like, but 3K for it, like, I just, because for instance, like, if I'm gonna spend 3K, like, I can go to an artist, like, and like somebody who does, like, okay, for instance, there's some artists here in Tucson. I could maybe go to an artist who does lathe work and be like, yo, if I slop you out 1,000, and then go to another heady artist and be like, yo, if I slop you out 2 bands, could y'all work together and put me a piece together? Like, and then it would be a custom. I could pick the colorways. I mean, it's like, I don't understand production pieces being so expensive. Like, I mean, now I haven't hit a saw. I mean, I haven't got to use one yet. I mean, I've only used my little imitation brothers, like I said. Like, but I just don't understand how these pieces that I have are so nice for what I have paid versus those. Like, I don't see where they're that different. I just see a different name on it. And it's like, ooh, that's like, I don't know if that name is worth 3 bands, homie. And that's, now some of the artists that are putting out tech, like, okay, here's the thing though. I've seen some Steven slides that are like the, oh, that felt good. So now the tech on it, I saw the tech, like, if it's, if you put the work in, okay. If it's fully worked with some stuff that's just like, wow, like, because like I got a marble up there that's got more work on it than that whole bong right there by Jeff Defree, their fee. So it's like, I don't know, but I mean, I ain't not, I didn't just, I did just Google it. Like, it's not like I would instantly have one if I was rich, but I just like, with the money that I have, the funds that I have, I just feel like I could buy 3 of those as long as it didn't say sob. I'm just like, damn, I don't know. 3K is expensive. That's a pricey. That is a pricey. All right, I think we might be there. Let's see. I was honestly, see, you guys didn't even know I was stalling for time, did you? You didn't even know. Didn't even know. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. Wait, make sure that the alcohol is out of the neck, too, though. It did go up in there a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All righty. Okay, 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 okay. All right, we've got another way. All right, so let's do this. Yeah. Because that is now going to get scraped out with the little metal one. And this, we will move over to this. Oh, yeah. Just a personal dab right there. Just a little per se. Yeah, right. I don't understand the people that do those gigantic ass dabs. Like, that stuff. Like, I mean, you just don't need that much. The whole point is to get as much as you can off of the little amount of material. I mean, that's literally why they call it a dab, like a little dab of it. Like, you just need a little dab, not a glob. It's not called globbing. It's not called gramming. It's called dabbing, like a little dab. All right, all right. So we got that done, and now, because it's easier, truly, truly. Boom. See? Perfect dab. Like I'm gonna be able to stick that on there. All right. Boom. Shikalaka. And then now this. Actually, here, I'll scrape it out with the other one, with the metal thing. So we'll get a little dab there before we put them in the wash. All right. And now I'll have 4. And I think that should be ready. We're ready. We're all ready. Is everybody ready? I hope my wild fighting team is ready. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's do it. Cheers. Uh, uh, Whew. God bless, bro. That one's knocking me down, bro. Knocking me down. Damn, that stuff's good. It's really good. Oh, there's a reason all of it is gone. Oh. Well, except for that little bit now. I think he said 3.5 grams left. Well, minus what I was moved. I should have known that was done. I'll be always trying to get too many off of it. Just clean it up, clean it up. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. From heaven, no doom. All right. We did it. Yeah. All right, you guys. At this point, it's 11:20. I think I'm gonna go get some boiled peanuts and hold on. I like to do this real quick. If you'll take your hot knives, heat it up just a smidge, and then just roll it. Roll it. Boom. It's clean. Roll it. Roll it. And it's clean. Q-tip will take it right off of there. But you just gotta get it hot. It literally just comes super clean. I like these little things too. I'm not gonna lie. I like these little things. Like I've only tried. I've charged the damn thing only one time, and a oh, excuse my language. F word bomb. Bad boy. All right, so fudging. I've only literally charged it one time since it came in like what I would say. I'd say it came. I think early March, like the first week of March. So I think like in like a 3-4 week span now of using it, I've charged it like once. Like no bull crapples, like once. Oh yeah, perfect. Clean. There we go. Clean as a whistle. Cause you so's official, you don't need a whistle, and everything is clean as a mother truck and thistle. All right. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. So, more things that I said when I'm high. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's okay. The one argument I have for the thing is that the responsiveness on the clicks is not the best, and it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's a less fast. I need to do more like a stable clickety clackety clickety clackety. So I need to be like 1 Mississippi click, 2 Mississippi click, 3 Mississippi click, 4 Mississippi click, 5 Mississippi click. Okay, that didn't do it either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That did it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I was doing it. Now it's doing it like every time. I don't know. It hates me. It hates me. Like, but it's a badass tool. Other than that one little function, I mean, once you get it on there, I mean, it works like a charm. Two, like so. 1, 2. See, the flashlight works. All right, and then 1, 2. Flashlight came off, and then 1, 2, 3. Now we're on temperature. Uh 84. Yeah, it was rising. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Now we're back to the SOS, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I meant temperature. I don't know why I said. I meant yeah, the blade, hot knife. So yeah, it worked. Okay, so I like how it worked that time perfectly. Maybe I'm just stoner. I'm stupid stoner. It comes with that every operator error most time. I tell you. All right, let's see here. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some bull peanuts and find something to do with my life for the rest of the night because it's 11:27 and I'd like to be in bed by like 1. I don't want to be up too late. So, you guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I always tell everybody every time, thank you all so much. I know I'm like bare minimum right now with views, but I feel like at the same time, a lot of people don't watch until later. I do have, for instance, I was looking at my channel earlier. I'm starting to get a little bit. I've grown. I've got 80 subscribers now, so I've grown 30 subscribers since I've been able to start going live, which is 30 from the 50 that it took me years to get. I've grown 30, and I've only put out 60 videos, and I've got 80 subscribers. So I've literally gained like a more. Like I've got a subscriber per video. So I mean, it's like it seems like it's hard gained, but if I keep going and it starts to snowball at any point where when my subscribers see me go live, hopefully, um, but like for instance, on my lives, people watched. Like I keep feeling like okay, people aren't gonna watch, but you know what? When I look back though, it's like I got 10 views, 4 views on some, but then some of them get. I need to start doing this. Why is it that what are the ones getting that have the largest views? It's gotta be I think the name. Because taking a hash hole to the dog park, 163 views. That was my number one live. And then Meta Ray Ban unboxing, 129 views. I need to start grabbing some key cannabis words is what I need to start doing. That seems like what the algorithm is throwing me. Because like I don't have much views on anything except for things that like yeah. So anyhow, um, that's it, you guys. I do appreciate it. Like I said, we'll try to keep everything rolling. And like I said, my main point to that too was just like I feel like sometimes maybe I don't have the most views, but then later I'll go and look and like, okay, like maybe my subscribers are coming later and seeing my views, and when they see it, they're watching. So I just will keep pumping out some stuff for people to watch, even if I feel like I'm just doing it for myself. Because at the end of the day, I feel like one thing too about like documenting it all on YouTube, it's like it's kind of like my cannabis journey, and it's like if I document all of this the way that I'm doing, I'll be able to go back and actually watch as I progress almost in real time just through my own like social media journey. So it's, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I can see like even pictures and videos of like my plants before, and they're better. But you guys, I'm gonna go get some little peanuts. Like I always say, thank you guys so much for like even just 2 seconds of your time. Like truly. Hang on, let me get. Uh, that angle is terrible. There we go. But yeah, let me like truly just say like it blows my brain that like people are even kind of interested in like anything I do. So 2 seconds of your day. Thank you for tuning in if you do. Oh, and what do you guys think? The new haircut. The new haircut. I just was so gonna be so hot. It's about to be so hot. So yeah. Peace. Thank y'all for real. Every day is a blessing.